Depiro Street 2025. Welcome back, guys. This is Depiro Street, your podcast of real estate market in Malta. Today I am with Regis Kilesse.
Hello, guys.
And we are doing a Q&A session. So all questions about letting and sales. Regis, I have some questions of how to buy a property. What could you tell me about this process of buying a property?
First, it's a good idea. We will speak today about the process about buying a property in Malta. Mm-hmm. There is different things to know about the market. First, you have to ask your favorite real estate agent, Depiro Street, some help to find you the property.
Okay.
Your real estate agent will help you in all the process.
Okay.
And first process will be the notary phases when you decide to book a place. Okay, this place is for me, I want it, and I don't know, this place is, for example, 300k.
I have 300k. What can I do after that? I go to you. What is the process now?
So you have 300k. You want to invest. First, we will organize some viewings, of course. Then the day you decide, we finalize the negotiation. You want this property at 300. We will have to contact a notary. Mm-hmm. This notary will prepare a promise of sales. Okay, what is the promise of sales? Is the contract that will connect the buyer and the seller. On this day, you will have most of the time to pay a deposit. What is a deposit? It's a security amount who will stay with the notary and who will secure your place till the end, till the deed of acquisition, so till the final contract of acquisition of the property.
So there is a time in the POS, and the owner keeps the deposit during this time.
Exactly. So the time will be defined with you during the negotiation or during with the notary. So with the notary, the buyer is in front of you, and if, for example, you are cash buyer, you will have immediately the funds, so we can have a quick process. We speak about 2, 3, 4 months. It depends of the properties. If you need a bank loan, most probably we will ask you 6 months time to be sure to get your loan approved from the bank, and then we can proceed to the final contract. But the most important in the beginning, you are a cash buyer, you are with a bank loan. Most of the time they will ask you this deposit. Mm-hmm. Deposit 10%. So if it's 300k, it will be 30k deposit with the notary.
And what is the process if I am a first-time buyer or not? Is it different in this beginning?
Yeah, there is some difference if you are a first-time buyer. Difference on the stamp duty. The stamp duty is the registration of your contract. This registration fee, it's 5% for everyone. So when you are a first-time buyer, you won't have this stamp duty on the first 200,000. Mm-hmm. It means €0 stamp duty on the first 200,000, and then if it's 300, your total property, 100, you will have only 5%. So it means 5k of stamp duty instead of 15k. So it's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if I am not a first-time buyer and I want to live in the property, what is the process?
Yeah, this is something a bit different as well with the stamp duty, connected to the stamp duty. So in this case, you will have 3.5% stamp duty on the first 100,000. So it means in this case, so instead of paying 10k on the 200 first, you will pay 7k, and then on the 100 remaining you will pay 5%. It means total 12k instead of 15k. So the government help you to purchase your first property or to purchase the property where you want to live in it.
And if I don't want a stamp duty or no, is it possible not to have a?
There is a way to purchase a property without stamp duty. It's when you purchase in your UCA area. It means Urban Conservative Area. it's a place where the government defined you cannot touch it. It's like a conservative place. So in this case, you don't have this stamp duty. So this is very interesting. Most of these property, they are like old house, but sometimes you can find a building with recent apartment which is in a UC area. So you can chase this kind of place.
Nice. So summing up, I'm a first-time buyer. I have 300K and I found my real estate agent. Yeah. I went to Regis. Regis, my process now from here to here. What is it?
So I will sum up a bit the amount. It will be the deposit. It will be the stamp duty. We didn't speak about the notary fee. So the notary fee will be around 3%. Of the total amount, and this 3% can be 2.5, can be 4, depends of the amount of research that the notary has to do on the property. On top of that, you have to add architect fee, who will come visit the property with you to tell you that okay, it's safe, it's with permit, there is like validation on this property, you can buy it safely. So, deposit, stamp duty, notary fee, architect fee. It will be like the whole amount. Let's say worst case scenario, when you are not first time buyer and you don't want to live in it. It's happened. For example, for all the investors that who want to buy in Malta. In this case, you will have the 30K of deposit plus 15K of stamp duty plus 500, let's say that, of architect fee. So 45K.5 the day of the final deed. This is the amount that you will need to have. But if you are in the best scenario with your UC area, you will have only your 30K of deposit. But this amount is deducted from the total amount. So at the end of the day, you will only pay the notary fee, so which is like a small amount compared to the benefit.
Okay, so I have 300 in my pocket to buy a property. What is the total amount that I will spend with all the things included?
So you will have, if we do it together, you will have 300. Then you will have your notary fee. Let's say it's 3%, so it will be 9K.
9K.
Then you will have your stamp duty, which is let's say 5K, worst case scenario, so which is 15K, so we are at 24, and then architect, let's say 500, so with 25K maximum, on top of the 300, you can buy your property, which is like super nice, yes. Compared to other country, for example, I come from Belgium, the notary fee will be 12.5%.
Wow.
So it kill you immediately, it kill you straight away.
You think twice before.
Yeah, and then you have to, on top of that, you have this, and so after that, you decide what? Let's not buy in Belgium. Let's buy in Malta.
Let's invest here.
Yeah, true.
All right. Thank you so much, Regis, for your time. Is there anything else you would like to advise people who would like to buy?
I will go back on this later, but I will ask you now some questions. Yes.
We are also talking about letting.
Yeah.
Actually, on Depiro Street, you can find anything.
Yes. So I profit that you are there today with me to congratulate you for your new promotion.
Oh my God. Thank you.
So Ingrid is now the new branch manager of Depiro Street. So she will manage all the letting department with Nelson and Tristan that we are not there today, but will join you in this adventure. And me, I will step back from the letting to be focused on sales. So I think that together we can have like the best real agency in Malta. We have as well still our property management department who are doing well. So property management, sales, letting, now we are full. We have like people in all the teams to be like the best in Malta.
For sure.
So some question about letting.
Okay.
So I'm a newcomer in Malta. I just land and I'm looking for to rent, to find a property, to rent a property. What will be my process?
Okay, it's similar to the sales. We need to know how much you have to look for what you need. So depending on what your budget is, if you want to be closer to your office, if your job, if you're coming to Malta to study, if you want to be closer to the school, we can see what is important for you. Because sometimes it's okay if you have a lower budget to stay far from the school, far from the work. It's fine.
Okay.
So since once we know your budget, we would like to know what is important for you to have in a house, and we will find a balance of location and price.
Okay. And okay, I find my place with you. What will be the process?
Okay. The process now, first we go for viewings, all right? So here in Malta is a super fast market. Viewings here, you know how it works, right? So once we go for the viewing, the payment step, the first one is also deposit. So the deposit is to secure the place for you. Okay. So you go for the viewing, you like the place.
How much is it?
Our recommendation is to pay the deposit straight away if you like it, and normally it's the same price as your rent. So if you're looking for a 1,000 property, the deposit is gonna be 1,000 euro as well.
Great.
Okay. So all the payments that you will do is deposit, first rent when you move, and the agency fee.
Okay.
So you pay these three amounts at first.
Okay.
Let's say like that.
But if I book my place today, but I move in 1 month?
You can pay your first rent just in 1 month. Now you pay deposit and agent's fee once you sign the contract.
Okay, so we find it, I secure with the deposit, then we do the contract. I pay the agent. How much will be like the fee of an agent?
The fee of an agent is 50% plus VAT. That is 18% on this amount.
Okay. So on 1K, for example?
500 of agency fee plus 18% VAT, which is 590.
590 that they
in the total. Okay. So at first you pay 1K deposit, 590 agency fee, and in 1 month when you move, the 1K rent.
Okay.
Exactly. If you have pets, of course your owner can ask for an insurance, so you have to provide an insurance. And the bills, internet, water, and electricity, sometimes it can be included, but normally you can receive every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months.
Okay. What is the, let's for example, average that I will pay for water and electricity?
Water and electricity, 50 euro per person per month. This is the average.
Okay.
Summer, it can be like 60, 70, depending on how you're using your bills. Right. But the average would be 50 euro per month per person.
And internet?
Internet, the same average. You can find packages with 30 euro, 40 euro, depend on how much you use internet. If you work from home as well, of course, you have like better.
And if you share with the 3 people, it can be 10 euro each.
10 euro each, exactly. So internet, water, and electricity, it can be for 2 people living in a house around 100, 150.
Do I need any other insurance if I rent a place?
No, only if you have a pet, but no, you don't need.
So the owner will provide everything, will cover
everything.
What is the process with my deposit? When can I have back? For example, if I'm leaving the place in 8 months, for example, I sign a contract of 1 year, but I leave in 8 months. What will happen?
Okay, so we have 2 types of contracts, short let and long let. If we talk about long let contracts, it can be 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years.
Okay.
If you sign a 1 year contract, you need to pay 6 months rent to receive your deposit back. So if you leave after 8 months, you advise your owner that you will leave the property 30 days before, so he will give you the deposit on the day you live. Okay. But it needs to be minimum 6 months in the property with 1 month notice for your owner.
Okay.
If you have a 2-year contract, this minimum period of time that we call Depiro is 9 months. So you need to stay there 9 months before getting the deposit. 3 years contract, 1 year in the apartment.
Okay. So if, for example, I want to come in Malta for 4 months, I will sign another contract, not this one.
You signed a contract of short let.
Okay. Short let.
The contract of short let, you need to give a notice of 1 week to receive your deposit back.
Okay. But if I book 4 months in short let, I need to do my 4 months.
Yes,
I cannot
exactly.
leave. I cannot leave when I want.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's risky if I find a place I want to stay 4 months, but I leave after 3, I will lose probably my deposit.
You will lose your deposit, and if you did a short let for 4 months, you need to stay and pay the rent for 4 months.
Okay.
So
No, it's fair enough. So it's very important to ask your agent exactly what you want, the length of the contract, and the amount that you have.
exactly.
Is there another tips?
Yes. So the time of the lease is something that you can negotiate with the owner, the price. So if you stay for 3 years, maybe you can negotiate this price. Or if you can pay in advance, maybe you pay 3-4 months in advance, we can also do a negotiation
Nice.
to put your rent a little bit lower.
Okay, so if you have some savings, you can say, okay, I put on the table, it will pay my rent for 3 months in advance or 6 months in advance,
Exactly.
and I will benefit maybe or
Exactly.
better.
3 months. We have clients that pay 6 months in advance, so it's nice as well.
So Ingrid, we are now in the new year, 2025. Can you give me a bit update about rental price?
At this moment, we are talking about 1-bedroom apartment. The rentals would be in the average of 1.3. Central area is Lima, St. Julian's. 2-bedroom apartments, the average is 1.6.
Okay.
3-bedroom apartment, 1.9. So this is in the central area.
Average.
The average,
So it means-
exactly.
Is it for me impossible to find a 1-bedroom apartment in Sliema at less than 1K?
It's not impossible, but it's still super hard. But of course, that we can try to find.
And if I don't have this 1.2, 1.3 for 1 bedroom, what will be the solution for me?
Sharing is a good option. So the average of a 3-bedroom apartment is 1.9. So if we share it per 3, we're talking about 600, 650 per person. It will be a good idea as well. Or going a little bit further, maybe in the north or in the south of the island, we can have better prices than in the central area like St. Julian's and Slima.
Okay. Sharing 650, 700, and I can have my bedroom plus
Your bedroom with a
sometimes.
bathroom,
Okay.
exactly.
Sometimes I have to share maybe my bathroom.
Sometimes you share your bathroom because normally the 3-bedroom apartment have 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
So maybe you can share one of the bathrooms, but the average would be 600, 650 now. Probably in the summer, when we're talking about July and August, these prices can to 800 for an in-suite, for example.
And if I have like another budget, I want to look for a villa in Malta. Is it possible to rent a villa?
Yes, you can find it for sure. If you want a villa in the areas, it will be like 7, 8, 10K per month, depending on the villa that you want. But this would be the average, I would say 10K.
10K, my God. But if I have, I don't know, 5K, can I find a house?
A semi-detached villa, maybe.
Semi-detached,
Yes.
Okay.
With
But I can
5K.
have still my privacy. It's like
Yes, for sure.
5K.
Residential area.
And if I want a house, but in city, so townhouse.
The same average, I would say 4K as well.
4K.
4K for a 3-bedroom townhouse.
Option.
Different styles. So townhouse, they are common in the central area as well. The villas are a little bit further from central, so they can be more expensive because they are bigger as well.
I heard that in Malta there is a lot of scam about rent a property.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. How can I avoid that?
The first thing that you need to do is trust the person that will do this process for you. All right. So to avoid to be scammed, trust the person, hire an agent, and this agent will take care of everything for you. Be sure that this agent is registered, so you can go to Depiro Street and check the registered agents. Trust them that we will do everything for you not to be scammed. So unfortunately, it's something that happens. You need to take care of your money, so you need to trust the people that will be doing the job for you.
I have to pay you. For example, if I hire a real estate agent, I have to pay you immediately?
The agency fee on the contract date.
Okay, so if you don't find my property, I don't pay.
Yes, you just pay the agency fee. Once you find the property, direct to the agent that found you the property.
Great. So, okay, I take an agent to avoid scam. Anything else that the agent will do for me?
We will do everything for you. So, example, I have some clients that are not living in Malta yet. So I will be there to prepare the contract, to sign the contract together with the owner and the client is far. I will be there to do the inventory as well if you needed to. So we do all the job for you, not to worry. This is why we are there.
Okay. And I heard that, for example, you can book on video. So I'm not in Malta. I'm still in Belgium and I'm looking for a place in Malta. I can contact you.
Yes, we look for the property for you. We book the viewings for you. We do the video viewings for you. So you don't have to do any hustle. We will be there working and doing everything.
And how can I be sure that, for example, you show me an apartment, it's very nice, but how can I be sure about this place? Example, it's a fantastic apartment, but at the end, there is no lift, there is no stairs around.
This is also our job to tell you how is the building, how the neighborhood is like.
So you will film everything?
We film everything. Like here in the neighborhood, you have a market here or there. So we are there to help you find the best place for you. So.
And can I meet the owner maybe on video as well?
On video as well, on the video viewing, on the contract date. We will
Everything can be
done virtually.
Before. Like this, I arrive with my luggage, boom, I have my place.
The keys are here.
Yeah. And you will wait
Everything's perfect, cleaning.
Great.
Yeah. So, yes, we'll do all the job.
Amazing.
Any questions about renting?
No, I think you answer to everything that I need. I think I will come to Malta.
To let or to buy, you can come to Malta. Invest or live here, right?
Yeah.
I have some question for you as well, because now I can see how the prices are getting high for the letting properties, like 1K, 1.5, 2K. How these rent prices reflect if I want to buy this property? What is this connection?
So this high value of rental makes Malta very interesting for investor because you can buy a property and rent a long let in a very high value. You can rent a short let as well, holiday rentals, but even in long let, which is more safe, you can get a very good return on investment. And how to calculate that? It's direct the amount of rent that you can collect. So what you can do, you find a place, you like it, there is a price, for example, 300K, this is the amount of the place you want to buy. You can do some research on the website agency, real estate agency, or on Facebook, you will find the place of the rental. You can ask your favorite real estate agent to give you like the price of the market on rental. From this, when you have the rental price of long let, you will do times 12. You will have an amount, and this amount you will divide by the cost of the place. So, for example, let's take one place. You can rent it 1.5. Let's say it's a 1-bedroom penthouse in Gzira. I have this in my mind because I'm promoting for the moment this place. So we have one penthouse, 1 bedroom in Gzira. We can rent a 1.5 a month. There is a big terrace, it's modern, so yes, I think 1.5. So you will do this 1.5 times 12, you will have 18K. This 18K divide by the 300K investment. You will have a number 0.0 and some figures, and I think this calculation, 300, I think you will be at 6%, So this investment will be 6% of return. So it means that you do a return on investment of 6% per year, which is super great. And if you decide, okay, let's try to do something different and to put this place on Airbnb, for example, you can as well do your calculation with rates of winter rate and summer rate. But let's be safe. Generally, when we spoke with our investor, we spoke about the long let price. So, for example, this one is available. 310k, 310k, I lie, 310k in Xira, penthouse, 60 square meters, and you can have this kind of return, 6% per year, which is
So
super great.
6% is great. What will be the minimum that you think?
I think you have
from here?
I think you have to target to be like 4.5 minimum to more. Sometimes you can find super bargain and you will do 7-8% on it. Sometimes you can buy it on plan, so you will take more time to invest, but for sure it will be like a super return. And we have as well some client investor who invest on plan or invest on shell form, because they know that when the property is finished, they can resell. So even before making money out of it, they resell it and they do like some profit, and they will be taxed only on the profit. So it's a super good business for investors around the world. They put 10% deposit. This is the risk. This is the 10%. And during the time lapse of the finishing of the property, they can resell it and make some profit out of that. So it's kind of great business as well to do for investment.
Nice. And just to remember that Depiro Street can be with you from day one till later, right?
Of course.
So first time buyer, reselling, managing the property for you, renting the property for you, so you can just chill in your house having 6%
Exactly.
every month.
Exactly. So
No,
we have-
6% per year, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now with the team, we are around 30 professional, licensed real estate agent who can guide you for all the kind of investment advice regarding real estate in Malta.
That was a great Q&A session. Welcome to Depiro Street 2025. Thank you, Regis, for your
Thank
time.
you, Ingrid. It was my first time, I think.
It was the first time here. He's always like in the background directing us, and today he is here.
Yeah.
He went to the stage
I am
with
not
us.
virgin anymore.
Okay. Second and third episodes will come and it will become
Amazing.
easier.
Thanks,
Thank you
Ingrid.
so much. Thank you for your words. I appreciate that as well. Thanks for your trust in me and my work. And we hope that the Depiro Street will become bigger and bigger and better.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
See
Bye.
you soon.